you guys asked for a cookie countdown. I could have run it longer, but that noise will drive you nuts. And I'm going to look for a different countdown or whatever. No real plan for this broadcast. You're just welcome to hang out with me while I tinker on this thing. Spend another couple of hours, I guess. The fillet dried up pretty nicely, but it's going to need a second coat, so we just won't worry about that. I'll do a little sand out here on this. No, it ain't ready. It's going to take another few hours before it's completely dry. Kind of gummy. At least that'll show me where I need to sand. It'll be beautiful. Okay, let me show you what I was talking about with the carbon. I would suggest, ever how you do this stuff, that you, I'll get the carbon out here. And I think I've shown this before too. It's about the only place that carbon's any good. We'll put that back in a second. We'll just cut a piece off of this. Yeah, enough to do all four of them. So if you want longevity on this type of fillet at the wing, you need to back it up with some carbon or glass or something. Otherwise, I can 100% guarantee that this will have a crack after flying it for a while. So let's go to the other camera, and I'm going to do these. I have to get a Dremel and cut that away and get a piece of carbon buried down in there. Same with the tail. Not so much on the tail, but so I'll take this off. So right here where this meets the wing, yeah, it's got silk span. The silk span will not cut it. You have to put a piece of carbon in there. So we'll cut that there. About an inch long. Up there. Trust me, I know of what I speak. I never could figure out why they always crack there until later on. And this is the fix. kind of like a rebar in the concrete. Okay. A little piece over the top of that. Okay, okay. And now when I put the super fill over that, it won't crack. And we got to do the same to the elevator stabilizer. Let's do this other side. Let me show you. I mean, I'm not afraid to cut, grind, whatever. If there's a mistake, there's a mistake. You just got to fix it. This is not really a mistake. It's just that I forgot. But we did catch it before it went any further, so we're okay. Because it would be a bummer later on in the season to, you know, just before the Nats have to repair that crack there, because that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to take the moto tool and grind that super fill out of there and put a piece in, and well, not really back there because there's not much. I don't see that. It doesn't crack next to the fuselage. It cracks out here. So you got to get, you know, get that kind of leveled off. Like I say, it acts like the rebar in the concrete. So what are we going to do here? Where is the Dremel? I think I deserve a prize for the most unorganized guy going. So I got the Dremel now. Let's get a bit. You know, I don't understand. These Dremel bits are nothing like my snap-on carbide bits for my die grinder. They look the same, but they don't cut the same. These are kind of shit. Okay, we got that done. Kind of shit. How did I forget? Oh well, we'll sand that when I get the super fill on there. So I need to put another layer of super fill on there. Not that great. It didn't smooth out the way I wanted it. But let's get the. We're just doing the top, so. Here I'll probably I'll float some super fill on it. Because guaranteed they will crack. $70 ounces. Wonder how much we picked up already. Just in the one fillet. We're going to find out. We're going to find out right now. Okay, we're guaranteed that those won't crack, so that's good. No, that's not true. Not guaranteed, but let's put our other little curvy thing in there. So it goes right there. Right there. Yeah, that's about right. Come on. Shit. There it is. Ouch, I got hot. Let's see here. Yeah. That'll sand down. Nope. Grab it with the pliers, I guess, again. That's not right. Yeah, that's where she gotta go. Tweak it up just a smidge. Nope, down. It just holds the superfill. Okay, let's see how much weight this thing's picked up with one fillet. I hope it's like a 1/4 ounce, not like ounces. Of course, it don't much matter. It's got to have them on there. Or else it wouldn't be a VIPER. See, not only is this airplane functional, but it has form. I think. Swoopy lines. I need the right one. That goes on this side. Sand this while we're at it. Gotta weigh it up. Keep track of what's going on. While the superfill's drying, we'll start striping. Get in there. Come on. Why are we having such a hard time? Get in there. I even built an electric one of these. I forgot about that one. I built an electric VIPER beam wing job. It flipped off the bench the week before the gnats and broke the fuselage right here. And instead of me flying it at the gnats, I flew the prior year's airplane, and I sold it to Jerry. He ended up crashing it. I never flew it because it broke. T-Bone, what's up? Tabogny. You got any of them there Figlet Mignons? Tabogny? What's this? Looks like we're gonna have to cut that or grind that. I want to see what that fillet weighed, so I can get an idea of where we're going with this. But gotta have it. It's just like body work, you know. Okay, let's weigh it up, see what it weighs. That fillet weighs, come on now. I hope it's a 1/4 ounce, not an ounce. That'll bum me out. Oh yeah, we're fine. It went up 3/10 of an ounce, so it's 758 grams now. And before the fillet, it was 746. And I don't have to add any more plywood to it, so that'll be fine. Okay, let's mix up some more bando. Get these other fillets in. I'll do a second coat on that one. I'll get the first coat on this side. Sando the bando. Change angles of the stream. So it's going to be up to 27 ounces with the fillets on it. 27, 28, 29, 30. I'll have 4 ounces left for paint. That's it. Hopefully I can do her. Come on now. After reading that 1998 article from Noel Grindak about Steve Busso's Crestal, made a lot of sense. You know, CA doesn't evaporate, so I think I'm going to use less CA and more white glue from now on. We better get that kicked off. So if you take white glue and you mix it 50-50, and Tom Morris does the dot system, I ain't a big fan of that. That would take an ounce off the airplane if you could leave an ounce of glue off. It'd just take longer to build is all. Have to pin it, but you know that white glue, the Tight Bond 2, really dries pretty quick. Come on now, get stick down there. Sendo the bando. Anybody learning anything from all this nonsense I do? Hit that like button, hit the super chats. We didn't make the quota last month, so maybe this month we can make it. YouTube won't keep me around if I ain't doing the numbers. I'm surprised they've kept me around as long as they have. That'd be good. On the back, I didn't use any tape. I just eyeballed it, so I can just do that with this side too. I just didn't want to make a big mess with the wing.
You want mine?
Yes.
You want Chinese or do you want pizza?
Oh, no pizza. Chinese fine.
Oh, wait.
Okay. What time they close?
10?
So order it at about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So we'll take a break at 9. So I can eat fufu pai pan. Puppy or dog or whatever. Whatever they send us. You have puppy? All right. So I got to sand off this stuff off my fingers because I need to bring up my DA just for this fact so I can sand my fingers. It's okay to sand your fingers. You know, you'll know when to stop. It'll start hurting. Okay, got that off. Get the glue off. I'm going to have to get some more stupid fill before the price goes up again. So as I stated, this is way more than enough to do an airplane, but let's see how much that dollop weighs. Of course, this is on a paper. It's on a heavy bond paper. Nah, we'll worry about it later. Next one I do, I'll do a weight. I have to get into my art box and get some more sticks. Either that or go to Walmart and get some more sticks. Do not mix the two sticks together. It will ruin your. Phew, smelled like cat pee. I think the curing agent in this stuff is ammonia. It's kind of like, you guys know what cures polyester resin? You guys spend $10 or whatever it is for a little bottle of activator. All it is MEK. Used to be able to buy a gallon of that shit for nothing. Now it's probably $25 a gallon or so. Maybe more than that. But that green lacquer thinner that I told you about, the environmentally friendly, safety, all that other shit, low VOC, it works. I was surprised. It does what it's supposed to do. It cleans the gun. It cleans paint up. Okay, it's supposed to be 2-to-1. We're mixing it a little heavier than that. But it's not a chemistry experiment. It's just you know, that's about right type situation. Here we go. I'm gonna have to make up a plastic piece or something like a body shop palette for mixing this. Even though my epoxy mixing tool, the AMA magazine, it's just a little awkward. If I had a palette like a body shop has, mud board and some metal mixing knives, it would be a lot easier. Like I told you before, try not to whip air into this. I got some Bondo spreaders I could have used this fall. Bondo! Want a little bit more. I can see little white streaks in it a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, there's a white streak right there. Shit. I got a piece of balsa. don't have another stick I want to waste. Okay, we got it whipped into peanut butter. Remember what I told you, I've seen a lot of people try this and nobody succeed. So you pick something up, pick this, if you want to do this, pick up how I do it. Now Tom Luciano, he's a body man. I'm sure he could get it, or get one of his body methods to get it in there. About got enough material in there, I think. Start spreading it with my finger. Okay, I need a paper towel handy. You're going to leave this area here proud so you can come back with the alcohol and smooth it out when it starts kicking off. I'm going to take this and put this right in here. So we got a little sanding room. A low spot right. Now let's do that up right there too. Over the top of the carbon. I'm gonna need this stick. Need this stick to stick it in there. Draw it in there. Get in there. That should do it. So we need a little more there. Gotta hide that carbon. Got a hole right there. And don't worry about making it real smooth yet, because it's not ready to work. Actually, it's just, you got to wait till it firms up and then use the alcohol on your fingers and smooth it out. But we'll get this off real quick. Damn. Come on. Let me get rid of this tape. It's kind of messy. That didn't sound good. Get rid of the tape. It's full of goop. Okay. Your new towel. Now, I guess we'll use this stick here to trowel on some Bondo over the top of that carbon. And we'll come back with the Dremel and get that. Now, how's this going to work? Am I going to get it with... How many coats? I sand all the time. It's not ready. Not ready to work yet. This part here, the trickery, remember the last video I showed you, I got to babysit it. You got to know it's just about the best time to work this is it's just about ready to kick off and harden up like a rock. And you start rubbing it with the alcohol and you get it really smooth, really smooth. And that's kind of where you want to be. But for now, let's do these back ones. I did not tape it over on that side. I just eyeballed it and pulled it with my finger. So we'll do that right now. I gotta redo that side too. Yeah, I'm always sanding. I mean, when you say how many coats, I don't know. Whenever you want to start sanding, everything you can get away with. The more sanding you do, the better the finish is going to be. Okay. So we need to. I swear the shop's never big enough. Need a razor blade. There's one. Yeah, that should turn out good there. Razor blade is a trowel. It's going to be up to 27 ounces after this. Okay, let's fix this side now. It's a mini Bondo spreader there. Let's see, I just did this side and it looks good. You know what? I probably can freehand that rudder too. Nope. Let's yeah, just freehand it. So then all we gotta do is the bottom. Yeah. Now when this, like I say, when this starts to set, I'll come back with some alcohol, and it'll smooth way. I mean, it'll smooth out super nice. If you try that now, all you do is start pulling it along, so it's gotta firm up. I don't recommend doing what I'm doing here, freehanding stuff. Not unless you got some experience. It's better to tape them off and get the straight lines. But this is such a compound area here. If I was taping it off, I'd have to wait till the next go around to do it. Otherwise, the tape would be in the putty, in the superfill. As you gain experience, you'll know what you can get away with and what you can't. Yeah, that'll be good until I come back with the alcohol. See, it needs more right there because this is lower than the other side. So we'll get a little more and stick it in there, build it up. Ah, see, this is going to take a second coat. It's pulling out. We can try some alcohol, but I don't think so. Not yet. Oh yeah, I got it. We got it good enough that I can leave it there. No, time to start working it because it's firming up. New blade. I gotta put the hump on. Gotta. Okay, let's do this side. Oop. My fingers got. I'm troweling grooves in my because my finger's full of glue. Can't have that. There it is. There it is. That's gonna take some sanding to get that out. Shit. Okay, now let's do the fillet over here. And that's just a matter of waiting for the stupid thing to harden up so I could sand it out. But I'll go ahead and do the other side. Hour, well, you got a half an hour before dinner's coming. Okay. Not like I don't have enough to do during the day. Yeah, you can do this by licking your finger, but you'll only do it once. It's nasty tasting. I did epoxylite like that too. This is just like troweling concrete. The more you float it with alcohol, the smoother it gets. But you're still going to have to sand it. I mean, there's no way around sanding. You got to sand. I guess by tomorrow, I'll have the fillets on the bottom. I'll do them off camera, the bottom fillets. Because it's just rinse and repeat. Everything I do is just Rinse and repeat. We got 20 watchers, or we had 20. Now we got 18. There should be 18 or 20 likes on there anyway. Or thumbs down. It don't matter. If you don't like it, tough. Don't let the door hit you with a good load, split you. Okay, now I need to get rid of this glue glob. I think I'll save this stick though. I think I need to get some more tongue depressors. I'll have to look in my art supplies, see if I got any more. I got a regular shop here. I mean, the store. I got all kind of bullshit here. If you need it, I probably got it. Yeah, if you give it a thumbs down, hit it twice. What these guys that give a thumbs down don't realize is it doesn't hurt me. It's in my favor. It's called engagement. So if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Whatever. It does not hurt me. I'll tell you what, it pissed me off at the gnats that one year though. I'm out there working my ass off, and I'm getting all them thumbs down by morons. I was pissed. Because it's hot. At that time, I was paying for it. No help. I don't think I had super chats going. I don't know, but it pissed me off. I think I made a really nasty video about it. Get your ass out here and do it yourself. Okay, we need another blade. I got the only thing these Chinese blades are good for. I mean, it's one use to you get 100 for 6, so there's 6 cents a piece, 7 cents a piece, and that's about all they're worth. So now it's about as smoothed out as we're going to get. We're going to have to sand, but I won't be sanding on this tonight because it'd be too gummy. Tomorrow we'll sand just like balsa. And if it doesn't, I'll get out the moto tool and grind it. But it'll be fine. So let's see, it was 26.9. So it should be 27.3. $27.3. Nope, still 26.9, so we didn't add no weight. I don't know how that works, but I guess we didn't add much. I guess I can glass the cowl tonight and get that going. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, coming along pretty nicely. Let's see, are we zoomed any on that? I don't think so. No. Okay. Yeah, she's a Viper. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. The thing that makes them nice is it's light. Anything will fly good if it's light, straight, and rigid. So the wings have 2 coats of dope on them now, brushed on. Let's see, for the next half hour, I guess I can stripe ribs, like I said I was going to do. I need my thinner bucket. God, I need more room. More room or less shit, one. I got way too much stuff. Way too much shit. Okay, we'll get a little cup here. We need 6 coats on this thing. So at least 3. Only 70 times to do this. 72 to be exact. Yep. Dope just on the ribs because that's where you're going to sand through. And that's to keep the weight down. Yeah, I could put 10 coats of dope on the wing, but then it'd be loaded up. So we just put it on this and then start spraying over the top of everything. And the ribs will have extra coats, but the bays won't. So you're not loading the thing up with paint. I don't need to load it on the pallet. This is a Kafka 50 striping brush. For pinstriping cars, motorcycles, helmets, mailboxes, lunch boxes, bread boxes. Good practice for me anyway. Come on. Damn tail wheel. I'm going to need to put a wheel collar on it or something so it quits getting stuck in the foam. Let me get this shit off the table. Yeah, I'm going to try to put an extra nice finish on this thing. In order to do that, you got to get all the stuff. Not enough room. Stuff is just too big. Let's see, where am I at? Where did I leave off? Oh, well, if we hit it twice, we hit it twice. No, I already did that one. This will pull about a 3/16 to a 1/4 inch line. You know, I might use some thicker stuff. This, just for quick buildup. We'll get some 100% on here. Yeah, it's good practice to do this. It doesn't matter if you screw up, you can't see it. Get my stroke back. I think I got it. I'd have to pull a black line and see what it looks like. But it looks about right. You can't see it on camera, but I can see it here. Yeah, I think the next coat will be 100% dope instead of this stuff. I'll just get it out of the can, a cup out of the can, and do it 100%. Or maybe then a little, just so it'll flow, but this is too thin. Well, this is the secret to a light finish on a beam wing. You gotta paint the ribs separate. The nice thing about a Kafka pinstriping brush is it doesn't have a heel like a Mac or a Gumbacher. It's not wound up on the left or right hand side. This has got a furrow on it, so if I wanted to do swirls with it, I could. Well, that was crooked. But we got through it. Load the brush. Load her up. This brush here is about 30 bucks. They're not cheap. At least they were 30 when I bought it. It might be more now. Might be 50. That whole box of brushes that I showed you is probably $300, maybe $400. But you got to have them if you're going to sign, paint, and stripe and letter and all that other nonsense. kind of like my toolbox for working. You know, how much did I spend on it? Who knows? I mean, you hate to even think. Way more than the cost of this house, I can tell you that. The house and the car put combined. But how much money did I make with it? Just like the woodworking tools, how much did I spend on that? I'll make my money back on it. And I'll make my money back on these sign tools. The plotter, the electric flounce. All I gotta do is one job. One big job. I'll probably start looking here shortly around the neighborhood and see if I can paint signs for somebody. I'm not holding that right. There we go. Get it turned in the, I mean, it's still doing what it's supposed to do, but this is not really good conducive for striping lacquer. But I'm not really striping, I'm just getting some paint on these ribs. This is actually a liner. It's not really a striping brush, but you could use it for it. When I had the most bristles, that's what I needed, something to carry the paint. Now I'm going to do this a minimum of 3 and probably 6 times to every rib before I shoot the next coat of clear on it. So that the tops of the ribs will have 6, if I do it 6 times, 6, I'll have 9 coats of dope on the top of the ribs. And that will help you, not make it impossible, but help you from sanding through the tissue. Because we got a ton of sanding to do. I got to see if I can find my gasket cutter that I can cut 1/2-inch circles of sandpaper that I can glue the end of my fingers to sand between each one of these ribs. Because to finish a beam wing takes a lot longer than a D-tube or a foam wing, or do a good job anyway. And we're going to get a good job if it kills me. Okay, that's one coat. I'm through that. Let's clean up the brush. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to eat. It's not about steady hand. It's about arm movement. Good hand-eye coordination, arm movement, etc. Anybody can do it. Got to make sure to get all this out of the heel. For any of you guys who have these type brushes, high dollar investments, make sure that you put some type of oil on them when you're done cleaning them up. Otherwise, now this is regular brush oil, but Von Dutch used to use motor oil, just 30 weight motor oil. And I also do that with the dope brushes, you know, I'm going to clean that one again. The liners. The lettering brushes. So let's clean that one out because we're not going to brush paint anymore tonight. Now this is what I use to paint my airplane with. Believe it or not, this is a sign painter's brush. This is a lettering brush, not a quill. It's just a 1-stroke, 1-inch brush for lettering or filling in fat ass letters. So I'll get all the thinner out of the heel. But the nice thing about using a brush like this, I had to take the paint off the handle because the lacquer thinner the dope just attacked the paint, because normally these are for enamel. And I'll sand it off. I get some more later. But the nice thing about these is the bristles don't come out. You buy some cheap hobby shop brush, all the hairs come out of it. So make sure you get some oil on this thing. Ooh, got a big mess going there. Got a big old mess. So tomorrow when I get ready to use this, this will be like brand new. I won't have to jerk with it. Just wash the oil out of it and go. Let's leave that there. Get rid of the evidence here. That's all these books are good for, these magazines. Mixing in palettes and BS like this. Where the shit? They gave me a $10 discount. They could keep their magazine. But you know what? That's illegal. That's why they get through the magazine. The magazine is a scam. I mean, that and advertising, but I ain't gonna buy none of that shit. We had an ad in Model Aviation. I made them trade out because I got AMA on the website. I made them trade out and give me some free free space. But that guy's not there no more. Okay, so we got one extra coat on the ribs on this one. We'll do the bottom and then do them all over again. I'll probably go to straight dope, 100%, to stripe these ribs so we build a little faster, if it'll pull. If it won't pull, then we'll have to do, 25% thinner or whatever. I want it a little thicker than what I got there. I'm running, that paint there is 80% thinned. So, 27, and 20 ounces of hardware is 47 is where we're at. And it's going to take 48, 49, 51, it's going to take 4 or 5 ounces more color and clear. So it's going to be, this thing's going to make my sub 50. Unless I can figure out how to get some weight off it somewhere else. John and I were talking today. You cannot sand enough paint off. I mean, once you cover it and it's closed up, there's no weight coming off. It's all going on. I've hollowed everything as hollow, hollow as I can get. The only thing that you could change is the weight of the wood. So I used the lightest wood I had. Still not light enough. I think the heaviest piece of wood I used on it was, well, I did use a 6-pound piece back there, but generally 5-pound was the outer limit, and most of it was 4.5 pound. But in order to build a sub 50 airplane, they're gonna need 3.5 pound. And it just ain't happening no more. You can blame the windmill guys. But I think it's a nice airplane. I think it's going to be very, very nice. Straight. Going to be light. I mean, compared to what normal is. My Junar at 58 flies pretty good. If this turns out 52, it ought to be a smoking airplane. And it'll be 10 ounces lighter than anybody else's. And if you don't think that weight matters, fly a heavy airplane and fly a light airplane, then tell me. Of course, the airplane has to be trimmed and straight and all that other good stuff. You can't be just a light airplane to be light. It's got to be built right. All right, we did 1 hour and 41 minutes. I guess I can take any questions you guys got for the next few minutes until my dinner arrives. But I don't want to get started on another project before dinner. And I won't come back online, but I'll probably work on this for another 3 or 4 hours. Come tomorrow, I should have all the fillets on it. And then we can glass the cowl and superfill the cowl line. I think I've shown you guys that several times on how to get a perfect fit cowl where it looks like an ink line instead of Wendy. He uses toothpicks and he jacks the 64th plywood up until it touches and all that. I just wrap the fuselage with superfill or the cowl with saran wrap, put superfill on the fuselage, stick it up there, bolt it together, and let it dry. And it has zero gap, you know. I ought to do that tonight before I go to sleep. That way I'll be ready for tomorrow. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Instead of monkeying with this other stuff, we'll do this cowl line. And that way tomorrow, when I glass it, it'll be right. Don't let me forget the carbon reinforcements on the fillets on the bottom side. That would have been a disaster. Because I will guarantee you, after flying it, practicing for the gnats, the week before the gnats, or maybe a day before the gnats, a crack will show up there. You don't have that in there. That's just Murphy's Law. It's just the way it is. How many of you guys out there have cracks in those fillets? It doesn't matter if it's a 1/4 inch wide fillet, it'll crack there. I've seen the whole fuselage crack there because it's working, you know. But fortunately for this airplane, it's pretty locked together. I mean, there's lots of redundancy and spars and trailing edges and things on this. Everything's glued together pretty well. Oh man, maybe I'll take a nap or go to bed, get up in the middle of the night and work on it. Eat and go to sleep and get up. I do that a lot, but I don't go online because I know you guys aren't up at 3 o'clock in the morning. "21 days old today." Let's see if we can have it done in 50 days, maybe. That's a pretty smoking build. 2 months, 68. I'm happy with it. Looks like my elevators are grouping more than, oh, they're right. They move so much faster than the flaps. That's the whole deal. 16, we're down to 16 watchers, so I guess you guys are done with me. Yeah. All right. Like, subscribe, and share, and all that other stuff. No problem, Jeff. Yogi. Yes, you have to clean the oil out, Yogi. Yeah, I'll have plans. I will have plans available. Once they're done, they'll be available. If you wanted to build it RC, you just build the wings equal panel. This thing's about 5/8 of an inch longer inboard wing. I'd have to measure to be exact. Let's see. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I think I did 18 on the inboard and spaced them different, so they look the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, there's equal number of ribs, but they're spaced different on the inboard side. Just slightly wider. I put these at 1.25 inches and I moved them to the other side of the line, every one of them, so they continually picked up a pencil width, and that's how much offset there is in the wing. Asymmetry. You're going to have to do, I mean, I could do it no problem, but I don't know how skilled you are at building. You're going to have to do some place for servos to mount in the flaps for ailerons, and I would do them just like I did the landing gear doors. Just build a platform in there and put them in like that. Well, I haven't seen my landing gear doors and stuff. Oh yeah, there they are. Good. I got all the aluminum tube in there, and they're all tissued now. Let's see where they go. Need to get them back on so I don't lose them. I have a tendency to lose shit. I definitely don't want to remake them. There's one there that needs to be cut off. Even the blades are dull. Total junk. They just don't make shit like they used to. So cut it out like that. There's just so much to do. I could stay on here for 100 hours. But I know you guys get bored. Where's that? God, please don't have lost it. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I got to get them back on. I lose them. I hate to have to remake these things. I would hate to have to remake these things. Hey, Jeff. You will join me next year. Thank you. Oh, okay. Whatever. I know things are tough. I know better than anybody, I think. I'm going to have to go back to work just to support Stun Hanger. Got very few supporters. All right. Alrighty, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight line. No, wait a minute. We got 5 minutes. We'll keep it at the 2-hour mark. We got 5 minutes. Yeah, Derek is cool. Bad Chad. You need to look up make it custom with a K. That guy knows how to do body work. There's no bond. It's not a Bondo buggy like Bad Chad. Make it custom. His name is, I want to say Carl, but I'm not sure exact. I think it's Carl. But that kid, he chops tops. He makes roadsters. He makes all kind of hammer forms. That kid is a metal worker, and there ain't a whole bunch of bondo on the car when you're done. He plenishes. No, with a K. Make it Custom. Make it custom with a K. Or maybe that's right. Make it custom. And you'll love that. That guy knows his shit. And he makes Bad Chad look like a beginner. I liked it when Bad Chad. I know Bad Chad was watching my channel because at the time, I used to watch Chad and I gave him some super chats. Yes, that's it. I gave him some super chats and participated in his chat streams and all that. I got tired of watching him because he never finishes anything. And, it'll go so far and then it's off in the weeds. And when I saw him only sand down to 80 grit and then prime and paint, I knew this guy's not a painter either. And I found this guy, Make It Custom. I believe his name's Carl. That's what sticks in my head, I think. And this guy, he plenishes the metal. He does the English wheel, but he's not MIG welding things like Bad Chad does. He TIG welds everything, and the metalwork is beautiful. The tops are beautiful. Oh man, he's doing a Zephyr right now. 36 Zephyr. He's took 4 inches out of the top, dropped it down. He's going to section and channel the body. Primo. Let me pull it up and I'll give you a link to his channel. Because if you're going to watch somebody who knows what they're doing. He's about Chad's age, maybe a little younger, but shit, I don't know where he learned how to do his stuff. But let's see here. We'll go here and search Make It Custom. Make It Custom. Yeah, Make It Custom. Here's the Zephyr he's working on now. He's a young guy. He's probably 40. Copy. Here's his paste. Yeah, that's the guy. Let me give you his channel here. Carl Fisher, that's it. Carl Fisher, paste. There you go. Carl Fisher, the guy is great. He's probably the best metal guy I've seen on YouTube. Just a young kid. You gotta be 35 or 40 years old. No BS about Jolene and all that other nonsense. This guy just shows you how he does it. Super good. And Derek at Vice Grip Garage reminds me of a backyard mechanic. Yeah, we're gonna just bale and wire it together. Let's put a license plate in it and floorboard. We got her going. Yeah, well, I did that when I was a kid. All right, I'm out of here. Fair winds, tight lines. We'll see you. Check out Make It Custom. Tell them Stunhanger sent you. See ya.